Have you ever pondered on the question, what does it mean to be spiritually poor? This thought-provoking inquiry lies at the heart of our exploration today as we delve into the depths of a profound biblical verse, Matthew 5:3. Happy are those who know they are spiritually poor. The kingdom of heaven is theirs, so says Matthew 5:3. At first glance, this verse might seem paradoxical, even counterintuitive. How can poverty, even spiritual poverty, lead to happiness, to the promise of the kingdom of heaven? To unravel this conundrum, let's scrutinize the concept of spiritual poverty. This term does not refer to a lack of faith or belief. Quite the contrary, spiritual poverty signifies a sense of humility, an awareness that we're not self-sufficient, that we need something beyond ourselves, God's grace. When Matthew 5:3 speaks of those who know they are spiritually poor, it refers to individuals who acknowledge their need for God. It's about recognizing our human limitations, our failings, our sins, and understanding that our spiritual wealth lies not in our own abilities or achievements, but in God's infinite mercy and love. This verse is part of the Beatitudes, a series of blessings pronounced by Jesus in his Sermon on the Mount. Each beatitude presents a paradox, a reversal of the world's understanding. In the world's eyes, poverty signifies lack, need, and deficiency. But in the spiritual realm, poverty becomes a gateway to wealth, a pathway to the kingdom of heaven. So, what is the relevance of Matthew 5:3 to spiritual poverty? It's a reminder that in our spiritual journey, humility is key. Acknowledging our spiritual poverty, our need for God, opens the door to the kingdom of heaven. It's an invitation to rely not on our own strength, but on God's grace. It's a call to recognize that our true wealth lies not in earthly possessions or achievements, but in our relationship with God. To summarize, today we've explored the intriguing concept of spiritual poverty as presented in Matthew 5:3. We have discovered that spiritual poverty is not about lacking faith or belief, but about recognizing our need for God. We have seen that the verse invites us to humility, to an acknowledgement of our human limitations and our reliance on God's grace. And we have learned that this recognition of our spiritual poverty is a gateway to the kingdom of heaven, to true spiritual wealth. So as we journey through life, let's keep in mind this profound truth. Our true wealth lies not in what we have, but in who we have. God, in whose love and mercy we find our ultimate wealth and fulfillment. Subscribe to see new arrivals at Bible Storybox.